is a sign of the fear of atonement and an unwillingness to reach the altar itself, it's easier to see that a preoccupation with presenting a good human form is a good way of covering up your heart. If you're connected to your heart, you'll be the presence of love, unshaven, hair unkempt, not caring at all about a beautiful structure, a beautiful presentation, you see. The next sentence says, the real beauty of the temple cannot be seen with the physical eye. So preoccupation with the form, preoccupation with the exterior is indeed the way you cover up and make safely hidden the love that you are, the love that it is your function to be embodying. Continue.
Spiritual sight, on the other hand, cannot see the structure at all because it is perfect vision. It can, however, see the altar with perfect clarity.
I'm going to alter that slightly. It may see the structure, but that is not where its attention is drawn. Its attention is drawn to the reason it's there, which is to embrace the altar. Let me put it this way. It's a rainy day. You've agreed to meet someone on the corner of an intersection. The corner has no awnings. The buildings have no awnings. And so you're standing there under your umbrella. And your friend comes hurriedly walking down the street, sees you on the corner, is glad to know that you're dry, but other than that could care less about the umbrella because you're who your friend came to see. In effect, your friend wouldn't see the umbrella because the umbrella isn't what he came to meet. Likewise, spiritual sight comes to be in communion with the altar in the temple, and therefore doesn't notice the temple because the temple isn't what it came to see. You see? Continue.
For perfect effectiveness, the atonement belongs at the center of the inner altar, where it undoes the separation and restores the wholeness of the mind. Before the separation, the mind was invulnerable to fear because fear did not exist.
Interesting. Because fear did not exist, it was invulnerable to fear. How can you be invulnerable to something that doesn't exist? Before the separation, the mind was invulnerable to fear because fear did not exist. It is put this way so that you might grasp that invulnerability regained will not be some ultimate form of defense that nothing can stand up to successfully. The invulnerability that your willingness to become defenseless will uncover to you will be an invulnerability that doesn't require power to keep you safe. We must talk about invulnerability because from your present frame of reference, you feel vulnerable. And you feel that the vulnerability is part of the human condition and is unavoidable. From the ego's vantage point, invulnerability must be the result of a good defense, of armaments, of moats and castle walls, and so on. And so it's natural to assume that as you move forward in your awakening, your divine invulnerability will be some form of ultimate defense. But it isn't. You are invulnerable because in the absence of the choice for defense, that which you appeared to need defense against undergoes an alteration in your mind, a sudden shift of perception that allows you to see what is truly there and be infilled with appreciation for what is truly there, and thus engage in the atonement, which will transform the world. And you will come to an experiential appreciation of the meaning of the statement, "In my defenselessness, my safety lies." In my defenselessness, my invulnerability lies. In my defenselessness, I am refusing to be in a polarized state of mind. And in the absence of polarities, I am unable to see conflict. And in my inability to see conflict, the presence of God can become obvious to me. And I can rejoice at the saint who I thought was my irritating brother. And you know what? When you're not seeing an irritating brother there because you truly are seeing the saint that he is, the presence of God that he is, your bristles, your hackles, your quills lay down. And you are no longer threatening to your brother. And the genuineness of your benignness can be recognized by your brother, so that he can say, wow, I never thought he would relax so that we could just relate with each other. And he will dare to relate with you in a new way, because you dared to let your affections be enriched. Spiritual sight cannot see the structure at all, because it is perfect vision, spiritual sight is. It can, however, see the altar with perfect clarity. And seeing the altar in your brother, seeing your brother's heart, allows you to watch with him a moment, be with him a moment. While he thinks he's on his way to his crucifixion. The Bible says, I said, could you not watch with me? You need to stand with each other. You need to be with others affectionately, with warmth, with defenselessness. And the only thing that will allow you to do that is if you're willing to look at your brother with someone who is awake. Who can illuminate to you the loveliness of the bitch, or the loveliness of the bastard, and the lovableness of them both. And illuminate your capacity to love them right then and there. So that it's embodied. We will let things rest there for tonight. A wonderful resting place. I thank you for wanting to have your affections enriched. It makes it a downright pleasure to be with you. You're welcome.